one of the things that fathers constantly said, we asked them, what is your biggest problem with women, right? And they are like, oh, they nag a lot. They're nagging, right? And they talk a lot. And sometimes women shout.
Can you tell us specifically about Dear Father program?
Well, Dear Father program is a men's engagement program that we are conducting in Sri Lanka. One of the key elements of Dear Father is women's economic empowerment. We want to do economic justice for women, right? Because this project directly addresses the time poverty of women. Because women carry triple burden of work that basically prevent them from going into the world of work. That is putting a lot of pressure on them in terms of getting involved with economic activity. So one area of concern is this, economic justice for women. The second one is actually for kids. For holistic development of kids, we need fathers in their lives. So we are looking at children, we are looking at their safety, their well-being, their holistic development through this project. And the other part is the economic development of Sri Lanka, economic and social development of Sri Lanka. And through that, we want to achieve sustainable development. So those are the three reasons why we are actually doing Dear Father program. So Dear Father program is structured on three elements: creating a equitable father, a non-violent father, and of course a responsive father. Responsive father is a person who can take accountability and who can take responsibility. So responsive father.
How do you measure the real impact of the Dear Father program?
Okay, so we implement this through a three-pillar strategy. First, we do educate programs because we need to create awareness, and then we need to educate them. Because it's not easy. We have perpetuated stereotypes. We have gender norms within the communities, which is like socialized to the max. So because of that, there is a lot of resistance. There is a lot of, but the fathers think this is not for us. Right? This is not for us. And also they are economically engaged. So their time to engage in a program like this is quite very limited. So the first stage has been to create awareness about the program and to educate as many fathers as possible. So we have done that continuously, and it will continue as well. Then the second phase is engage. Once you educate the fathers, how do you engage the fathers? So we created father circles. So each divisional secretariat, we are focusing on that very small entity, so that around that we established the father circles. So far, based in Colombo, we have 13 father circles formed, and they are happening every month for 2 hours. So we talk about so many things. We talk about economic empowerment, or rather, how do we come out from poverty? Because some of the fathers are struggling. The economic well-being is not there. As a result, there are a lot of other problems like drugs, like, so many problems associated with that, which has surfaced. So we are talking about that. Then we are talking about financial, struggles they actually have to cope up with. Then we are looking at parenting. How do you raise your kids to be very responsible citizens? Equitable if they are boys, equitable, carry the equitable message. So all that, so parenting is another aspect. Then we are also talking about relationships with your partner. How do I communicate better? How do I understand better? How do I manage a good relationship? So we talk about that aspect. So it's a overall discussion that we are having, and we are creating like a safe space. And also we have introduced mothers also into these father circles. So the discussions are more balanced.
And I still remember when you were presenting before, you mentioned that women nagging a lot.
Yes.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, one of the things that fathers constantly said, we asked them, what is your biggest problem with women, right? And they are like, oh, they nag a lot. They're nagging, right? And they talk a lot. And sometimes women shout. We shout, right? Sometimes we keep on talking. Sometimes we nag, right? So all of that is really putting pressure on them. That's what they said. They said, oh, I can't take it. That's what they said. Oh, yeah, we can't take it. It's too much, right? So then we asked the same question from the moms and asked, why is this happening? So the moms were like, well, we keep telling the same thing for them over and over again, but still nothing is done. So their accountability part, actually they are indicating a problem with the accountability and responsibility. Fathers don't take accountability and responsibility. Men don't take that.
Oh, yeah.
So mothers have to go after them, poking them to get certain things done.
Okay, this is specific. How does the Dear Father program contribute directly to specific SDGs?
Poverty is one aspect. So we talk about how do you as a family, because for fathers, it's being perpetuated now for the longest period. They are being considered the de facto economic provider, right, for the family. They are the economic providers. So for them, economy is very important. So what we wanted to do is, one thing is to attract fathers into the program. We wanted to give them a component of the program designed on how do you elevate your life from poverty, because we actually connected with a lot of different social and income classes. So we wanted them to learn and really look at things in a different way. So that contributes to poverty aspect. So likewise, this is directly affecting gender and women's empowerment.
Yeah. Okay, the last. How can this program be adapted in other countries?
Absolutely. We would love it.
How?
Absolutely, we would love it. That's why I said, I always say, whenever you are implementing a women's empowerment program or gender program, we have to be culturally intelligent. So this is a project that is being piloted in Sri Lanka, and it is giving us amazing results. So that same project we can do in pilot stages in rest of the world. And we can create a movement, a father's movement, male allies, because fathers or men have been out of this conversation and equation far too long. So it's high time we get men engaged.